Hello guys, so tomorrow being the FR and SBR exam and all that, and if you're opening Insta today, so it's an important thing that you should keep a note of is the changes, because the most amount of changes have happened in this paper, SBR paper, whatever you're going to write tomorrow. So I'm specifically making a video on this. So please read the technical article for IFRS 18. That's very important. The changes that is happening in cash flow statement, PNL item. Many people are very confused. They do not practice because the kit is not updated according to the IFRS 18 PNL standard. That's why they are very confused about what is going to be expected and how will we make financials according to that. There's no big change. There's no any change to the accounting treatment as well. It is just a presentation change where you have to add an extra item named as operating profit. Then comes our investment income, then comes our profit before finance and income taxes, after which comes our finance costs, financing category, whatever costs are there, that will come there, even provision discount unwinding also, and then finally income taxes, and then profit for the year. So there all the gross profit and all of that is going to be the same, but only thing is you need to know about these changes. And specifically even for ratios also we are expecting some changes, like in the numerator and all. If ROC, for example, we use profit before finance and taxes, not the operating profit, because there's a difference between both of them due to investment income being added to the operating profit. Secondly guys, please make a note of the spreadsheet tools. In my previous reels also and in my previous post also I have mentioned about that, how exactly what spreadsheet tools you should be aware of, because this is an exam which is purely based on numerical and interpretations are also based on numerical. Now based on the interpretations, what I recalled is not every ratio needs to be created. You have to do only for like whatever is going to be asked. It might be pre-populated in a table, so you just have to solve accordingly. So whenever you write a ratio, always make sure that you write the numerator and the denominator also, so that when you come for interpretation stage, when you write down the points, you know what has increased in the numerator, what has it decreased or increased in the denominator, what has been the movement in both of them, so that you can mention about what exactly has led to the gross profit reducing or the increasing. If you don't know a specific MCQ, you are very confused, just keep it flagged and then come back to it using the navigation screen. Like you don't have to do next or previous again. You just have to click on the navigation screen, click on that particular question which you have flagged, and then come back after you solve all the rest of the questions. This thing will actually increase your confidence, because once you solve other questions, you have got that requisite confidence in you to solve the one which you didn't. Then you will be able to clear the question. It's kind of like a psychological trick that you can try. Finally guys, please time each and every mark of yours, like every mark of the question, whether it's long answer, whether short answer, 1.8 minute or 2 minutes. Again, it should not be at the cost of a wrong answer. So please take a note of that, and please follow all these time management tricks, and best of luck for your exam.